Hi angels, this is Leia, here with a reading for you that you might especially enjoy if you love mermaids or if you're a mer person. This time around we are using Doreen Virtue's Magical Mermaids and Dolphins Oracle cards and Oracle of the Mermaids by Lucy Cavendish with a gorgeous artwork by Selena Fennick. Now I know that we've been doing a lot of interactive readings here, so if that works for you, if you like that method, go ahead and pick either 1, 2, or 3. So if you felt drawn to the number 1, your message will come from the first set of cards, number 2, the second, and number 3, the third. But by all means, if you're feeling called to do so, I also invite you to just hang around for the entire video and listen for the message out of the 3 that resonates with you the most. So before we move on with the messages, go ahead and choose which method you prefer to follow. So the cards have been shuffled and picked from random spots in their decks prior to filming, with our intention being that everyone who watches this video gets a helpful and uplifting message. It may not even be something discussed in the video. Something might jump out at you from the cards and your intuition tells you just what it is that you specifically need to pay attention to. Let's get started. Our first Magical Mermaids and Dolphins Oracle card is Positive Energy. Surround yourself with positive people and situations and avoid negativity. With its partner Oracle of the Mermaids card being Guide. A guide. Mentor, a trustworthy ally. The message of these two cards combined appears to be reminding us to be mindful of the people that we let into our lives, especially the people whose company we really enjoy, because whether we like it or not, these people have a huge impact on the kind of people we are and the kind of people we become, and it doesn't even have to be a conscious decision. Sensitive people, like a lot of the people who watch this channel, absorb energy. And so before you know it, you're starting to think like that person and even do stuff like dress like that person, or you pick up on that person's mannerisms. So take a good look at the kind of people that you allow into your life. Sometimes it's not even people we know, but people who we pay a lot of attention to. People whose work we read, people who we watch on TV, and in this digital day and age, people whose YouTube videos we watch. Take a few moments to scan the people and the energies in your life right now, especially if you're not particularly happy with the results you've been getting. And this is not to blame other people, not at all. We should take responsibility for what's going on in our lives, but there's no doubt about it. Empaths and highly sensitive people could very well be picking up on someone's energy, someone's vibes, and not even really know it. And if you're in the process right now of making a certain dream or goal come true, all the more you should take a look at the kind of people you have around you. Another possible meaning that this could have for some of you viewers out there is it could be time to find someone who embodies just what it is that you're looking for, or who to a large extent is already doing a lot of the things that you want to be doing in life. You can use the positive aspects of this person as a role model for you. You don't even have to know this person personally. It could be a public figure whose work you admire, and this time you're going to be doing it consciously. You're going to be allowing this person to influence you consciously, instead of it being something that just happened without your say. And another possible meaning for some of you out there is a friend, or even just someone you know. Maybe not what meets the eye. You could be not so open to them, so you miss seeing the opportunities that associating more with them could offer you. Or, on the opposite end of the spectrum, you might have opened yourself a little too much to somebody and are blocking yourself off from seeing that they don't really have your best interests at heart. If you're finding that this rings true for you, begin paying more attention to that relationship now. Our second Magical Mermaids and Dolphins card is Soulmate Relationship, one of my most favorite cards in the deck. New romance with a spiritual basis is here for you now. And its partner Oracle of the Mermaids card is Fertility, Potential, Powerful Creative Energy, Initiation Energy. It feels to me that the message of these two cards combined is calling us to examine what we think a soulmate relationship is. So there are many schools of thought on soulmates and twin souls, twin flames and all that, and I won't get into that here, but we'll just approach soulmates as people who are really important to our growth, people who we have a strong connection to, those who come from our soul family. Now, a lot of us with very romantic notions in life tend to look at soulmates more as a romantic partner, but they turn out to be something other than that sometimes. They could be friends, they could be family members, and while it will be true for some of us watching this that this is pertaining to a romantic partner, one of the things I feel we are being told here is to take a look at what we can do together with that person to make a difference in the world. And it doesn't even have to be a really huge thing, like inventing something or writing a book together or, whatever the case may be. If you're a light worker or an earth angel, which you very likely are if you're watching this video, then you're probably feeling that call inside of you to make a positive difference on the planet. And we don't necessarily have to become famous in order to do that. Even if it's in our families, in our communities that we make these changes, that is nevertheless a pretty powerful contribution. And you know how it is with a ripple effect. Sometimes we think that that was just a little act, and even we forget about it, but for the person that we help, we never know just how much it changed their lives for the better. And so this appears to me to be a reminder or a nudge that we can accomplish this sort of thing too with our soulmates. We don't have to do these things on our own, and we are all the more powerful actually if we do this hand in hand with somebody who shares our passions, somebody that we love, and then the energy that we generate together is pretty strong stuff. And it's not that we take these soulmates or special relationships for granted, but I do think that sometimes we're blinded to what we could be doing together. We're unaware of the kind of impact that working hand in hand has when it comes to this whole business of life purpose and making positive things happen in the world. Although, I also feel guided to say that for some of you watching this, it looks like it's a good time for you and your soulmate to conceive. Or you're being reassured that you are going to have a baby together, even if it doesn't happen in the ways that you expect. And I don't know who in particular that message is for, but I heard that I had to say it, so there you go. Our third magical Mermaids and Dolphins Oracle card is Pay Attention. Notice repetitious signs and your inner guidance, as this can yield valuable information. With the third Oracle of the Mermaids card being Endurance. Keep going. It appears to me that these two cards together serve as reassurance for those of you out there who are currently involved in a project maybe, or are undergoing some kind of trials at the moment. You're being told to just keep going. And by keep going, this doesn't mean to continue to stomach what it is that's unhealthy, but rather to hang in there because things are gonna get better. This too shall pass. And I know that that's a cliche by now. If you've been going through a rough time or rough patches for a pretty long time, let's say for many years in a row, then you could be really tired by now and just so exhausted of even people trying to cheer you up, even if they mean well. Well, maybe the universe just wanted to reach you again with that same message. And this time, it's also letting you know that by paying attention to what your deep inner feelings are, you actually have guidance on which direction to go. Sometimes when we're going through hard times, we just feel so tested and so numb that we're not all that in touch with our intuition and our higher selves, but that part of us never leaves. It only feels like it goes to sleep because our attention isn't on it at the moment. We're focused on perhaps survival, but this is reassurance right here if you've been looking for it. You're being told all is not lost. There could be signs all around you, but you're just not seeing them. Part of what you might not be seeing could include support and friends, so be on the lookout for those as well. There could be angels in disguise, very willing to help you out, only waiting for you to simply ask. You're stronger than you think you are, no matter how hard you've had it. In fact, you've quite possibly become even stronger now than you used to be. And when this is all over, think of the people you could inspire. Think of the people who will be at that time in the situation you're in now, and you have a lot to share with them that you've learned. And for some of you out there, I also feel guided to say that you're actually closer to the end of all this than you know. Thank you so much, angels, for joining me for this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a thumbs up and share it with anyone else who you know will love it as well. Also, subscribe if you haven't yet to see the latest uploads as soon as they're posted. I'll talk to you again very soon. Take care. Bye for now. Namaste.